Hey guys. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. We had a church group and they all just left. So yay. Okay. So product knowledge. Are you guys ready? Are you so excited? Okay. So I'm excited about that. Actually preparing this, I learned some stuff, if you can believe that or not. After all these years, I was like, good to know. So I'm really excited about these two sessions. We're going to do the call tonight, and then we're also going to continue the product knowledge conversation Thursday night at the studio. So tonight, I'm going to kind of just go over, some general, I don't want to say topics, but general product knowledge. Talk about, why we demo, what we demo, some ways that I've learned about products throughout the years, and just some resources that we have available to us, like at our fingertips at all times because of technology. So, okay, ready? All right, so the number one best way to learn about products is to use them and experiment with them. And my rule of thumb is just to use 100% Mary Kay products. Now, if we don't have a product, then you are, free to shop around. But I have been at this now for 13 years and I solely used Mary Kay products. So absolutely 100% and haven't really strayed from that very often at all. So yeah. All right. So when I say experiment with them, so number one is, what you normally use or used prior to Mary Kay. That's what I would start with. And then I think it's important that you know how to use all of our products, and what they smell like, and what they feel like, and they what they do for people. And the only way that you're gonna like fully get the gamut of Mary Kay product knowledge is just through time. Your customers are going to educate you because you may not need, let's say, oil-free hydrating gel, but you have a customer that does, and she tells you like what it's doing for her. So customer testimonials, as well as your personal use of the product is huge. So that's like number one. I used to, when I first started, I would take the lookbook and the fact sheets, which I'll tell you where to get all this, obviously you know where to get a lookbook, but the product fact sheets. And I would like take those to work, and I would just study. I would read them. I mean, there's nothing that anyone can tell you as far as like, if you do this, you'll know everything about all of our products. Like, you just have to study. You just have to go to school. Like, if I don't understand how that works, or I don't know what this does, well, go to work. go study that particular product. And I think between what we're going to do tonight and then the next session, that I think y'all are going to be masters, and I'm kind of excited about that. But I would print the fact sheets for the products that we demoed. I started there, and I learned about all of them. I learned about the products that I was using or that I felt like my skin needed. And, I learned those things. I learned a power statement about each product. So I would read through the fact sheets. I would learn about, what does this product do? What are the benefits? And I would come up with a power statement for that product. So for instance, if I was going to say something about like our night solution, you guys hear me all the time talk about, it's vitamin A, C, and E, ACE, and that is a healer to your skin. So I talk a lot about, the night solution being a healer and a serum. And so words that you can use that describe the product, but that people will also remember. Like, first you remember it. You're like, yeah, night solution. Oh, vitamin A, C, and E, ACE. And then, you transfer that knowledge to your customers at your appointments. So that's that. I never did memorize all the ingredients in a product. Like, I would know like one mega, like for instance, the vitamin A, C, and E, and that's an ingredient in our night solution. So I would know some ingredients, but I would never memorize like all the ingredients. So if someone ever has a question about any ingredients, or, can I use this product? I'm allergic to this, or I'm allergic to this. What products can I use or can I not? You guys, that's available to you at Product Central, which we're going to talk about that in a minute. But you have that information now with, smartphones and tablets and all that at your parties. You have that, information at your fingertips to get for people. So I never did memorize all the ingredients. I still, if you ask me what's in whatever, I would personally have to look the majority of the ingredients up, even at this stage in the game. I think your passion and your enthusiasm for the product is number one. And you guys, I'll tell you this, it is easy to sell a product that you believe in. I believe in our product. Our products are amazing. And I'm not saying that you can't ever buy a whatever Maybelline mascara to try it out and know, wow, our products are amazing. Like you can comparison if you want. Like you can take that as a marketing expense. You can do test panels with your clients. You can do all kinds of things, but I am confident, 100% confident that our products are amazing. And I will say, like with the concealer, for instance, you guys know how I feel about our concealer. I love our concealer, and I will make bold statements like it is the #1 concealer on the market. In my opinion, I say that because I've tried other concealers. Prior to Mary Kay, that was the one cosmetic product that I did use was concealer because of my acne issues. And I tried all kinds of concealers, all kinds, stick, creams, acne treatment, all kinds. And when I tried Mary Kay's concealer, I mean, honestly, I feel like that's the product that sold me completely on my facial with my girlfriend. And so some people, we're going to talk about what you demo. And some people will be like, I don't even demo concealers at my party. I demo concealers because I love our concealer, and I sell concealers like I sell cleansers because I believe in that product. And it's because of my passion and my enthusiasm for that product. So when you have products that you've used that have changed your life by changing your face, you have to talk about them. You have to be excited about them. And there's, certain products like that I would never need to use. My skin doesn't call for it. I would never put emollient night cream all over my face. Like that would be destructive to my face. But it doesn't mean that I won't get a sample of it and I won't open it up and I won't smell it and I won't try it on my hand. I want to know what it smells like, what it looks like, what it feels like, because that is how you can convey product knowledge to your customers is what it does. You know what it smells like, you know what it looks like, you know what it feels like, and you know what it does for people because you've actually tried it on your face or on the back of your hand. Okay, so let's talk about, let's see. And I would say this too. This is important. This was an add-on. That's why I'm like, educate yourself on trends. Okay, you should know what the trends are. It doesn't mean you have to use them personally on your face, but you should know what the trends are, and you should know the difference between trends and classics. Okay, so classics are timeless. They're never going to be not cool. Trends, you'll look back in 5 years and you'll be like, so as a beauty consultant, you can be borderline trendy, but you always want to be classic with your makeup because you want people to trust your opinion. So if you're wearing, let's say, 80s frosted lipstick for a couple years that, people are like, oh, that's cool now. But like in 5 years, are people going to look back and be like, yeah, that's the beauty advisor. She, be timeless, be classic with the way that you look at your presentations. And classic isn't hard to do. Classic is pretty minimalist when it comes to makeup and just, using the classic things like mascara is classic, like it's been around forever. Eyeliner is classic, it's been around forever. Now what you choose to do with it, could be a trend, but moderation, classy moderation is what I would go for. And there's gonna be times where you're more bold with what you personally are wearing. And this is more of a makeup, tutorial now. I feel like it's becoming a makeup tutorial, me telling you what to wear, but just be you. I think that's the key, is be you when it comes to makeup. So for instance, like I'll give an example of Julia. When Julia started Mary Kay, she did not wear makeup. And like she's more of a hippie. And I remember we were rooming together at some conference and I was telling her, what to do with the eye primer and, telling her to wear our purple eyeliner. And she was like, what? I've never worn eyeliner. And I'm like, what? So if I would have put thick, heavy eyeliner on her, it wouldn't have worked, but we just did a little. So, and it looks so good. And now she wears eyeliner all the time, but you can't not be you. Like you have to be you. So you just up the ante a little bit when you're doing your presentations on what you might wear normally. Okay, so that's color. All right. Product Central. Okay, so what are our resources available to us for product knowledge? This goes back to the whole, like you have to go to school to learn things, and you cannot learn things overnight. Number one is getting the product on customers and on yourself. That, time is your biggest resource. But product knowledge, Product Central actually at your Mary Kay InTouch site is filled, you guys. It's filled, and it's it's filled with more stuff now than it was a year ago. Like I actually just went there, you know, to prepare for this training, and I was taken back by all the new stuff that's there. So what's there? So let me tell you. Okay, so the first thing that you'll find under the Product Central tab is a product search. So you can search any product. You all about the products, tells you all about the products, tells you all about the benefits. It gives you the power statements. It talks about the ingredients, and I will post in our Voxer group, I'll post a picture of an example of a product fact sheet. Every single one of our products has a fact sheet. So that is the thing that I would print and I would put in a binder, and I would take it to my appointments, and I would if anybody asked me anything particular about the products that I was demoing, I had a fact sheet, but that's also the sheets that I would study from to learn about the products. There's an ingredient search. Again, you can search any product and find out the ingredients in it, or you could search an ingredient and it will list all the products that have that ingredient in it. So that's pretty valuable, especially for people who might have some allergies. There's a product basics section at Product Knowledge that is going to describe to you how the company does the product coding. When you have to return a product to Mary Kay, it's going to ask you for the day code. And so that section on the Product Central talks about where is the day code, what does the day code mean. It also talks about shelf life there, and it also talks about our product promise, our 100% buyback guarantee, and it also talks about our no touch policy, where consultants, you don't need to touch anyone's face to be a good Mary Kay consultant. Actually, the company says you probably shouldn't touch people's faces. So that's all on there. The other thing that's on there is order of application. Now, this is important for our skincare customers that are using a bunch of different things. Like they're not just using the Miracle Set. They're using the Miracle Set. They're using even complexion essence, cream, and then mask. And so it kind of tells you from the basics, like you go in this order, and then it like shows you where to put in the supplements within the Miracle Set or within a repair or within any of our skincare lines. So that's a pretty interesting section. I spent actually a lot of time there looking at like, oh, okay, that actually goes before this. So that's definitely something to try out. The other thing that I thought was awesome is ingredient myths and customer concerns. Now, we're going to go over this at training on Thursday. Things that we hear from customers are product objections or product concerns that, our clients have or that we might personally have. But this section was really good. It actually had a whole thing about celiac disease and what products, and ingredients include maybe gluten and what products don't. That was really interesting. It talked about different skincare, like special skincare needs. It did a description of what, you hear people, I have rosacea. What is rosacea? Do you know what rosacea is? Well, it's on there. There's a whole bunch of skincare issues that people might have, and it describes what those things are. So that was really cool. There's comparison shade charts. So if you have someone come to you and they say, oh, I used to use Mary Kay foundation back in 1980 and it was this, like there's a conversion chart that shows you what people would be like. Once you test someone in our matte liquids, you can match them up with any other foundation that we have. And there's like a conversion chart there. So that's pretty cool. Okay, this was the thing that I found that I did not know was there. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. And it's workshops. I have to sit down. My feet are, I'm hiding in my bedroom. So workshops, like there's a workshop on the Repair Skincare. And like what's cool, the Repair Skincare line, microdermabrasion, sun care, foundation, supplements, and brushes. And what's cool about it when I was looking through it is it's a workshop for you to train you on those different things. It's like a PowerPoint slide, but I think honestly, you could use it at a workshop for your clients. So for instance, if you were doing, a repair party, you could pretty much almost show the slide. It is meant to train you, the consultant, but I was really impressed. Like it was really good information. So that's something I would definitely check out. Okay, the next thing that is there is a whole section about the Mary Kay at Play products. Some fun things there. Foundations for all. It describes each of our different types of foundations, what they're used for. This was cool too. I knew that they had these, and I watch them every month. But it's the product of the month. It's a whole section of videos. It's only a 3 to 5 minute video And it's all the products of the month, and they keep the past ones there. I didn't know they did that. So all the ones that they've already done are there. They're like there. You can go back and watch a 3 to 5 minute video. And I don't know, it seemed like there was only maybe 8, 9 of them so far. And you could just go back and watch all 9 of those in one day, and you would know about so many products just from watching a 3 to 5 minute video. I thought it was awesome. There's also a bridal beauty section there, a whole clear proof section there, a glow and tell section talking about what glow and tell is. This was really, really cool. Also a custom color section. So it kind of taught you on eye shapes and custom looks based on people's eye colors and things like that. Some of what we teach at like our glamour clinics and things like that. And then a color confidence section is below that. So then there's the winter radiance. So the winter radiance is just all about what's currently in the newest lookbook and the new things in there. So it'll change in the spring, and you'll be able to go there and learn all about, you know, the new spring products that are new and different or updated in the new lookbook. So you guys, I mean, honestly, after looking at that, I was like, I mean, product, I should, as a sales director, never have to teach product knowledge because it's all on the website. I could never teach you more than what is already given to us as a resource with Mary Kay. But I just wanted to convey to you how many things are there. And you could spend like, you know, as a new consultant, you could spend like an hour a week and just kind of go through that and get your knowledge base up. And it's just a wealth of information. The one thing that I do want to talk about is the whole, let's see, there's a whole color confident. You can become a, advanced color consultant, okay? And that will be part of your homework if you haven't already done that yet. I know some of you have already done that, but you basically learn about specific things like foundation, brushes. Let's see, I have it listed out. Yeah, a flawless space, so foundations. You learn about brushes, eyes, and lips. There's 4 sections. And when you complete it, you take a test and you have to score 70 or above. And when you pass, you're considered an advanced color consultant. Now, what's really cool about that is that will show up on your Mary Kay website. It'll show that you're an advanced color consultant. You can also get that little button if you get your business cards from Mary Kay. You'll also get recognition at Career Conference. Part of your bling badge will have that you're a color confident. Now, you know what? For those of you that aren't recognition motivated, I really don't care about recognition in that sense, but I do care that my customers know. So once you complete that, you could then book with that, and you could say, you know, I'm now an advanced color consultant with Mary Kay, and I'm going to be building an advanced color consultant portfolio, and I need you to be a model for me. So you can use that and the knowledge that you've gained through going through that, you know, to book and also to hold some appointments and grow your business. So that is part of your homework, is to become an advanced color consultant. Sounds so awesome. Okay, let's talk about products that we demo and philosophies behind this and why we demo. Okay, so first I'll say that the starter kit is designed for you to start selling product. Okay, so if you have nothing else, you can start making money with the products in your starter kit. So that's the Miracle Set, the eye makeup remover, the mascara, the foundations, and some color samples. That's what's in the starter kit. And I think there's some samples of satin hands and things like that. So that is all you have to have. And that's like basics. You go to a party, you do the skincare, the Miracle Set, a little bit of, you know, foundation and, you know, some mascara, and that is going to sell you Miracle Sets, which is what we want, right? Now you can add in, you know, satin hands, satin lips, and an eye cream. I would definitely add those things in. That's something that I've always done, you know, from the very beginning of my business. And I believe that, well, when you add in an eye cream, that allows you to sell like the ultimate Miracle Set, like the Miracle Set plus an eye cream, and some people add in the microdermabrasion there, and that's like the ultimate Miracle Set. I believe adding satin hands and satin lips just elevates our brand, and it converts people to our line before they even sit down in front of the mirror. So if you do satin hands at the beginning of the party before it starts, you have converted all people, even if they don't use Mary Kay and have never used Mary Kay and are very loyal to something else. After someone tries satin hands, they are in love with our product. And I just say, you know, how does everybody's hands feel? all right, well, we're going to sit down and we're going to make your face feel just as soft. And so it gets them excited. It's a lead-in product. I've never, ever in 13 years had anyone try Satin Hands and not like it. Never. Now I've had people have like been like, oh, this is like really slimy, or this, I don't like the gritty. Like they might not like something. Like 1 in 100 people complain about the grit, but when they're done, and I always just tease and say, oh, it's worth it, girl. I promise it's worth it. Never have I ever had anyone not love Satin Hands. So that's why I demo it at all my appointments. So some other things that people add in, and I'm going to give you my thoughts on this, is like eye primer, foundation primer, concealer, eyeliner, gloss. Okay, those things. For a while, I've demoed, eye primer on everybody. But I think the foundation primer, the concealer, the eyeliner, and the gloss, like these things, these 4 things, I really feel like you could reserve for just your hostess and just let the hostess try those things and romance being a hostess and romance the fact that everyone would get to try these things at their second appointment, because I think that would just increase your bookings if you reserve those things for the second appointment. So that's just my thoughts. Let's see. And here's the deal. I'm not here to tell you what to demo. I will tell you that the more things people put on their face, the more selection of items that they, have tried, and people buy what they try. So for instance, if you do everything, you do Miracle Set, you do foundation primer, and she like loves the way her skin feels, she could potentially buy the foundation primer because that felt really silky, and maybe she thinks that's why her face feels so awesome. You and I know that it's actually because she did the Miracle Set. And so the less that you demo outside of the realm of skincare and foundation, the less I think that you could potentially sell at your appointments. Your goal is to sell skincare and foundation. As far as a reorder business goes, that is, and I mean, foundation primer would fall into foundation too. If you have someone who like I cannot go without my foundation primer. Like if I was a customer, if I was running low on my foundation primer, it would be one thing that I would have to have. That eye primer, well, all of it really. Eye makeup remover, concealer, like if I was getting low on any of that. But I will tell you this, from 13 years of experience, when people get low on their skincare or their foundations, that is an emergency call to you, typically. I know, sounds silly, right? But it's true. So that's your goal, is the more skincare and foundation customers that you can have, the higher your reorder business is going to go. You can sell someone like a compact, and that compact could potentially last someone who doesn't wear color every day. It could potentially last them 3 years. I mean, let's be honest. If she's a once a week color kind of girl, it's not gonna run out. But a cleanser and a moisturizer and foundation, and she's using that, daily, hopefully 2 times a day, that's where the money's at. So the less you demo, more centered around, skincare, the better. Okay. Let's see. All right. So, okay. The quicker your skincare presentation at your appointment, the better. Your customers need to know that they have time for the things that you're showing them. So if it takes you even 30 minutes to get through your skincare and color presentation, it's too long. I mean, we actually had a bunch of people at the studio, and we had them do a skincare face race through the Miracle Set, and whoever was done first got like extra buttons for the drawing. And honestly, there was a gal done, and I'm not kidding you, 30 seconds, Miracle Set done. So what you want to do is you want to be powerful, but quick and precise, and get through it so that they know. And sometimes you can talk about products and they're like, all right, let's see how fast you guys can do this. I'm going to give you a ticket for whoever can get done first, just to show them this doesn't take you any longer than it does to brush your teeth, so quicker is better. Color is always a face race while I spend time with the hostess. So when the guests are putting on their dash out the door color, or the color cards that they're doing, they're racing while I'm working with the hostess. So you want all of that to be very, very quick. Let's see, you can do all kinds of different parties. Okay, with our products and the variety of products that we have, you can do all kinds of parties. The majority of your parties you want to stick around, our normal skincare lines. So, you can have a repair party or a clear proof party. Test panels, you can do test panels whenever we launch a new product. Like if we're launching some new fun things in the spring, I'll definitely be doing test panels with that stuff. But the basis of my appointment will be about skincare, even though I'm getting their opinion of this, that, or the other thing. But test panel ideas, mother-daughter parties. I have done dance recital / like show makeup appointments with people, spa parties, pedicure parties. I mean, I love that we have so many different options of things to do with all of our products. I mean, we're lucky to have such a great product and such wide varieties of products. All right, so I mean, this was kind of a quick little video. All right, so what we're gonna do, and I'm excited about this part. I'm really excited about this part. Okay, so homework is number 1, to become an advanced color consultant. And if you've already done that, if you're already an advanced color consultant, I want you to at least go back to the Product Central and look at those workshops. Pick a workshop to like read through. It'll take you literally 15 minutes to read through one of them. So if you're already an advanced color consultant, go ahead and look at one of those workshops. Pick one of those. And there's even a brush one. I thought that one was pretty fascinating. So do that. I'm going to assign each of you a supplement. Okay, a supplement is a product that does something extra than the typical Miracle Set, Repair Set, Botanical Set. Now, there are a couple of those things. I'm going to assign a couple of the products, like for instance, the freshener, the toner in the botanical line. I'm going to assign that as one of the supplements. And your job is to study up on that product this week and to give a commercial at the studio at our session on Thursday. Okay. Now, if you're not local, you just have to video yourself, like it's under a minute, and send the video in the Voxer group. Okay. And for the gals that are doing their product commercials at the session on Thursday night, we will video them too and post them. So if you're not local, just video yourself. It's 1 minute because the videos can't be super long. And you want to learn about the product. And you want to talk about like its benefits and a power statement about the product. Okay. Now, you guys, do not do this. Do not think, oh, well, it doesn't matter if I do it. No, like you're going to be assigned a supplement. And you want to do it because you have no idea the power of this. Like if 5 people do this, great, awesome. We all learned about 5 products. But if all of you do this, we just learned about 20 plus products. Okay, so this is us training each other. You're obviously training yourself, but you're helping train all of us. And so it'd be really cool for each of us to become a master on one product, give a 1 commercial, and we all became a master. Does that make sense? I think it sounds awesome. It's my idea. No, I'm just kidding. It's totally not my idea. We've done this before. Okay. And then the last thing is I want you to submit 1 product question that you have for you personally, or you could also pick like a product objection that you've heard, or a customer concern that you've heard, or maybe you haven't even heard it yet, but it's just in your head and you fear it. In our Voxer group. Okay, so 1 personal product question that you have, or a product objection, customer objection, or concern. For instance, I'll give you an example of one that we've probably all heard. Is I tried Mary Kay and it broke me out. You could post that. I'm trying to think of other ones that I've heard. Like, oh, I'm totally loyal to Lancome. Anything like that. Okay, so a question personally that you have with the product, or maybe a customer's had, or like a product objection or concern that you have had or that you fear having. You want to post that in the Voxer group, and we're going to address all of those at the session on Thursday. So I'm really excited about that. So we actually need you to do that because that's what we're going to be talking about among some other things, and given our product commercials. So I think that's it. So I will post your supplement, and it's just going to be random. It may not even, and honestly better, it might be a product that you've never even used before. And so where you're going to get your information is you're going to get it from Product Central. So, all right, that's it. That's all I've got. I hope this was beneficial, and I can't wait for next session. Night.